Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the eclipse season of March 2016. And so let's talk a little bit about how this eclipse is going to affect you. So a solar eclipse is when the moon passes between the sun and the earth and prevents your sun from shining. When the sun is in the new moon's shadow, the new moon's energetic power overrides your ability to shine in the house that this event is emphasizing. So without the sun, nothing would exist on this planet. Not on this planet and not in your universe, your immediate universe. So when this solar event happens, your sun undergoes a massive reboot. What happens is it's shadowed, and then the desire to shine becomes very apparent. And as soon as it comes out, there's a clarity in how you want your sun to shine. That creates the new beginning. So your ruler during this solar event will be squaring off with Pisces energy. There will be a sense that you will want to move ahead with something that you want and not to consider the consequences that will lead you astray with what you want, but what that will do is then lead you to a powerful square. So you want to risk it all and seek pleasure at all costs in this energy. You may find that your ego is writing checks that it cannot cash at this point. So there is something that you do not see. Fire and water will collide during this event to create steam that may actually burn you. Beware that what you value out of this new beginning, because what you may be aligning yourself with may not actually be what the end result will be after we hit the cumulative ending in the lunar eclipse. So beware that beware of what you value in this new beginning, because is it motivated by ego? Is it motivated by greed? Or is it motivated by compassion? And I think that's the big question. Fire energy is all of those things, and Piscean energy is all about love, compassion, heart, romance, that sort of stuff. So in order to stay in a high vibration, you will need to align with Pluto and take your time in considering risky ventures. A partner may provide you with wisdom that will provide you with the ability to be more valuable than you had originally aligned with if you're aligning with intuition. If you're aligning with fire-based energy, what you may find is that, I'm not saying that you won't have an outcome that creates a new beginning, but will it feed your ego? Will it feed your heart? Will it feed your deepest desires? Will it feed your mind? Will it feed emotional stability in the long run? My guess is no. And that is because we have all of this mutable energy, and unfortunately the mutable energy is squaring off with fire energy. Masculine and feminine energy are having this duel in the sky. I feel like it's deeply stormy for you at this time, even though I don't think it's like the stormy, the external stormy, as much as the internal within the depths of your mind, in your unconscious realms. It's like conscious meeting. It's like the subconscious world meeting the conscious world, essentially. It's a conversation that you definitely need to have for progression. For some of you that don't have partners, a friend will save the day. This is someone that is wise and has a great deal of life experience in an area that you wish to take a risk in. So reaching out is beautifully aligned in this energy. Open your mind and follow your intuition in this energy, as Pisces energy is a fellow water-based energy. This is about healing. This is about flooding of emotion, flushing out the dark so the light can come in and provide you with warm, white light energy and lighten up the darkest parts of your soul. What happens is, I think for you, at the very end of the year, you get like an energy backup. You consume so much darkness from others, dark sources. You see darkness more than any other soul on this planet. And what I think happens is you try to dam it up but eventually it makes you cynical. So I think what happens is there's just this energetic realignment with the white light purification. And I believe that you are uh, under such a white light of divine intervention. It goes from darkness to stark, blissful white light with no shadows, nothing you need to consider, no clarity, no secrets, no masks around you. I think you have been working very diligently in your life to remove deception, secrets, lies, to restore your voice and restore the relationships that really honestly accept you for who you are, not what you deceive them to be. So be mindful of what you don't see in this energy. You have a lunar eclipse to go through, and there's more information to consider. So this is about taking a back seat, submitting control, and allowing the universe to wash a piece of clay. You are a piece of clay in this energy, to add water to it and to completely reform you into yet the next level of who you are supposed to be. Open up to the ones you love in this event, and you will be filled with love and compassion, and vice versa. And you may need to heal others. I know that you're used to being there for everyone, but it's your turn to receive information that could change everything. If you let others know what you are going through, do not suffer in silence. Again, this is not about damming up anything. It is about clarification, realization. It is about conversations about the reality of your situation. Pull back if you have to. Don't feel like you need to push to get through this turbulent water energy. Submit and let the water energy guide your choices. What I see when I see this energy is I see that you're on a ride. And what I see in this energy is that you're on a boat and you hit a storm. And instead of trying to change the rudders or change the sail or turn on your engine and guide the rudder in the direction you want it to, you just blissfully say, I'm going to submit to the storm and see what happens and see where it gets me. I believe that that is where you're going to find some supreme healing and divine intervention, as Neptune and Chiron and the Sun are all in this harmonious conversation with divine intervention. So, mutable energy can be very frustrating for you that seeks control. The reason why you seek so much control, people think you're controlling. It's not that. You are trying to control your environment so you don't experience pain. So, you know what causes pain, you know what's dark, and you know what doesn't feel good. So all you want to do is completely mold your universe into what you want it to be to constantly avoid pain. So you are actually, it sounds weird because most people associate you with the desire to seek darkness. It's not that. It's just that you see so much dark that you associate your energy with darkness, when in fact, really honestly, you're a pleasure seeker, that does nothing but seek a light source. But you're so energetically connected to darkness that you just can't help but see what people can't see about the darkness in their souls. So, don't dam up the water energy, or you will experience a hell of a realization. There's a limit to the amount of pleasure that everybody can dam up. Think of it as like you're an engineer and you're designing a dam for a river, and you have to take into the amount some sort of volume, the capacity of your dam, the pressure that your dam is going to have to withstand, and the longevity of the materials that you're using in order to withstand the pressure. So it's not as though you're going to make a wood dam out of something that you're not going to, okay, let's put it this way. You're not going to make a wood dam because it'll rot eventually as erosion and the forces of nature chip away at the reliability and the stability of the materials that you're seeking. No, what you're going to do is you're going to make materials, or you're going to take into account the fact that this dam is going to be here for hundreds of years. It needs this kind of strength to withstand this sort of emotional, water-based impact. I mean, I don't know if I made sense of that, but that's what I saw when I immediately connected to this energy. So, the new beginning is you've got to know what to dam up, what not to dam. Every once in a while, there is a release of water-based energy as the level of the dam gets high. You need to let out some of the pressure from the dam, and that's monitored by gauges. And I think you're monitoring your gauges right now and understanding that there's a pressure release needed. So, in a lunar eclipse, which is our next event for you, this all has to do with the mind, the subconscious karmic part. So we just went through Piscean energy that's all about karma, the mind, subconscious realms meeting conscious realms. So now you dip into the 12th house and the lunar eclipse, meaning an ending to some sort of a karmic cycle. So for you, this astrological event is significant because the earth blocks the sun, casting a shadow over the moon. This isn't about considering the emotional opinion. This is about what makes my sun shine after, if I were to remove this emotional connection, this emotional restriction, this emotional limitation, what makes my sun shine? You know, what makes living on this planet worth it? So it is for this reason that it's common to have endings during lunar eclipse. In fact, lunar eclipses are associated with endings. So it's really important that during this that you understand that the sun in Aries is going to align with Mercury in Aries, merging the way you think with what your heart desires on a very, very, very basic carnal, simplistic level. So your ruler is significantly more supported by this astrological event than I think most of them are water-based energies. Although I feel this energy is deeply soothing and healing for every water-based sign. Even Pisces energy who has the solar event. So your ruler is feeling like there's a merging between the masculine and feminine energy. So masculine energy returns to a high vibration, and I think you feel much more aligned. So when we had the solar event, you were deeply impacted by feminine energy, and you're a masculine-based energy. You're also very fixed in opinions, and water-based energy is very mutable. So I think you felt off in the beginning, flooded. It feels like there's a lack of control, a lack of stability. By the end of the month, I think you feel like masculine energy returns. I'm feeling flushed, empowered, cleansed in this energy. So you may be ready to make changes that are quite significant. Your mind and what you deeply desire are aligned with getting into a routine that supports moving away from the past and toward what you value now. This is not about aligning you with what you used to align with. I mean, I think there's a sense of remorse and there's a sense of saying goodbye to something, but I think that there's more of, I need to focus on the future. The past is the past. I've went through what I went through. I was divinely guided and the lessons learned, and now I'm ready to embark on the next journey in my life. So your ego is in check, and there's a sense that you need to do what is both mentally healthy and physically healthy so that you stay strong. This is about aligning yourself with positive energy. Aries energy is stimulating your competitive side, so you may consider using the connections you have through social media and friends to support a risk you want to take. You're feeling empowered in this energy. You're feeling like it's kind of that next level. You were stuck for a little bit. There was a sense of confinement and suffering where you were, but now you're like, I don't feel it anymore. I'm ready to move forward. And not to mention there was divine clarity. So for some of you, maybe quite the sweet talker in this energy. Some of you that are single are going to get your flirt on and charm anyone that you come in contact with. Socializing is going to feel fabulous during this lunar event. Stay away from being so ego-based and pleasure seeking based on selfish desires. So what happens is sometimes when you get in all this Aries energy, it's in your mind, it's in your sun, and even though Mars is squaring off still, there's a sense to just, I want to be pleased. I'm effing done suffering. Like, it's time to get, and you're so aligned with the pleasures of the flesh that I think that can get away with you a little bit in this energy. So just be mindful. Consider the pros and cons of your action before moving forward, or you may find that the consequences that you did not consider, and that's really, really important for you to deeply identify with, because it is very easy for such a seductive and powerfully motivated physical sign, masculine energy. Mars is in Sagittarius, very, very masculine, very, very sexually motivated signs, for you to just get caught up in your body and distracted by not elevating your mind and considering where it should be. It's like that compassionate side. It's like you go from one extreme to the other extreme. You go from deep love and compassion, heart-based, sharing, to, I need to feed myself. And it's hard to merge those, but that is the ending feminine energy and the beginning masculine energy. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner.